Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Kamara. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Tay Crowder able to make the play. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Darnold's throw complete here to Kmet. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Here's Darnold. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold. Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. It's complete to Brown, right side. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Again, this is Kamara, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, Wentz. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Darnold. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Play action. It's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught. A Chicago touchdown. A.J. Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. On first down, Wentz. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wentz. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Wentz.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run with Etienne, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Etienne, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Lynn. Lindsay. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking home.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll get this off to ETN. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A handoff for ETN. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his throw is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. O'Shane Zimenez able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to 5.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Darnold.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Darnold.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
Darnold.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Darnold now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Smallwood on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's a give to Etienne. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now Etienne. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it